All right, let's keep rocking and rolling, creating this bulletproof content for your social media platform. Man, we love doing this. This is what we do as a company because, forward marketing is who we are. We are a digital marketing company that services home inspection companies on their digital marketing presence. So I want to make sure you leave today with tons of value from us because this is our expertise. This is what we do. We really want to help you today. So if you're a part of this right now and maybe you missed the first session on building your full year calendar, maybe you can't make the Facebook ad session that's coming up later on today, but you still want access to these videos. They're all on YouTube. They are unlisted, but they are available. At the bottom left-hand corner of the room you're in right now, there's a chat option. You can click that chat and say, hey, Rob, can you send me the links to the YouTube videos so I can go back and review these or find ones that I missed? I'd be happy to give you access to all of those YouTube videos. Just ask me down in the chat. If you want access to the templates that we've used today, so if you want access and help with building the calendar, if you want access with building the templates on Canva, I can help link you to those. And I could even walk you through some of those later on. If you're still stuck after these sessions and you need more help, need more access, really want to work off of what we've already created, please just go to the chat and say, hey, Rob, I need some help. Or can you give me some of this stuff later on so I can watch it and do it on my own time? Happy to do that for you. No problems, no questions asked, okay? Right now, workshop number 3, creating content questionnaires for employees and staff, because sometimes it can be hard getting things from people. You don't want to follow somebody around and hound them, asking them questions to fill in social media content. They can take 5 minutes, fill out a form that you've created. Now they've created the content for you, and you didn't have to bug them, and they didn't have to sit there and answer all of your questions. They could do it on their own time. But the one catch is you're going to have Gmail. So if you don't have a Gmail account set up, create one. If you have one set up, let's jump into this right now. In your Gmail, the 9 little dots up here, there's going to be an option called Forms. It's a purple thing, and it says Forms. It might not be here. It might be down here somewhere. It might even be, if you don't use Google all that often, it could be in the More from Google Workspace, but it should be right here. If you click Forms, it's going to open up the Forms screen, which I already have open, so I'm just going to close that one. It will open a screen like this. Now, I already have all these templates made, so yours won't look exactly like this. But you could click the order form. If you click that, it'll create an already made-up template for you, and you can kind of redesign this however you want. You could click this, or you could just click, let me go back here, sorry. Or you could just click a blank and create a blank document, okay? They're going to end up looking like this. This is what we use and send out to our clients. We do one for the home inspector profile, and we do one for the office staff, okay? The really cool things about these forms is once somebody fills these out, so say you made this, it's created, and you hit send up top here, and you send it to somebody, you can just get the link right here, or you can just email it to them right here, send it, they fill it out, their responses will show up right here. So when you start getting responses, it'll say responses 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there are no responses for this because it is a sample. But you'll start getting responses, so you don't have to search for the responses or track them down. They will be right here for you. Now, as you're building these questionnaires, what questions do you want to ask your home inspectors? What questions do you want to ask your office staff? Some of the simple stuff is obviously like your name, any nicknames you have. What is your position? How long have you been a home inspector? What do you like most about your job? And then getting some other questions like odd, weird things they found. Have you ever found a house with no defects? What other hobbies do you have outside of inspecting? Tell us a little bit about your life, those sorts of things. Your favorite part of the house to inspect, your least favorite part, and you can also upload photos like a headshot or an on-site photo to post along with this questionnaire. So as you're creating these, I'm just going to delete that off of there. As you're creating these, you can put in anything you want. So if you want to put a question in, you go right here to this little plus. So hopefully you have one of these open right now. Yours might be blank, but that's okay. Click this plus button. It's going to open up a question. See this question? It can be multiple choice. I'd suggest making it a short answer or a paragraph. Type in, what is the meaning of life? If you want to get super deep with your home inspectors, asking them what their meaning of life is, you can do that. You can make it required down here, or don't make it required, whatever you want to do. They can post their answers. Now, you can also do all other kinds of cool things. So say you want to throw another question in, but you want to make it a checkbox. You want them to upload a picture. You can click File Upload. So now, as they make this, it's going to be a file upload. So, upload a photo of yourself and require it. So now they have to upload a photo of themselves. Love those because you need that photo content for the post that you make when you build the template in Canva, right? We've already gone through the Canva part where you're going through and you're creating these templates. It might look like this, right? There's Michael Bork, our certified inspector. There's his photo that he uploaded. Here's the template. And then above in the Facebook post, in the text of the body of the Facebook post, it would have the information that he gave you. Or if it's your customer care specialist, like our lady Gail right here, then you'd be able to include her information above in the Facebook post as well. So if it's the office staff questionnaire, asking them their first and last name, what their position is, how long they've been with the company, talk about their job duties, and get information of why they love working for you, but also what they do outside of the job, right? And they can respond, put the responses in there. So once you've created these questionnaires, you can hit send, and now you can add collaborators. So if you want somebody to collaborate on this with you, to help create these with you, and also to keep accountability of people filling these out, you can add collaborators, or you can send it to anybody you want by emailing it to them or just giving them the link right there. Now you have your office staff questionnaire. You can change all different kinds of settings in here. Make sure right here, if you go into the settings part, this little gear icon, that you scroll down and change the maximum size of all file uploads to 1 terabyte. That way, if they upload a photo that's bigger than a gig, because I think it's set generically at 1 gigabyte, that won't be enough for most photos. Change it to 1 terabyte, and they can add photos that are large. They're not going to fill up a terabyte. You send this out to them. Now you've got all this information from them. So if you do this office staff questionnaire, you might have 5 or 6 or 7 post ideas, depending on how descriptive they are in their profile questionnaire. You take that information, you make the template, and voila, now you're creating content in a much easier way. Getting those questionnaires filled out streamlines the process, makes it easy for you, makes it easy for the person filling it out, and now we can move on to another stage of actually getting content created before you actually post anything. You want to have a bulk of things created before you start posting. That's what we're talking about next. You can ask us questions. I'm in the room. That's Rob. Look for Megan, Mackenzie, and also Adam. It'll say ask me before our names, and you can ask us whatever you want or hit us up in the chat, and I'll catch you on workshop 4.